Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Board of Trustees regular meeting number 2022-21. Today is Tuesday, November 22nd, 2022. It is 9 a.m. and we are in the Village Auditorium. Roll call, please.
Mayor Borderer.
Present.
Trustee Pembroke.
Here.
Trustee Mallow.
Here.
Trustee Oliniechek.
Here.
Trustee Stalker.
Here.
Trustee Desmond.
Here.
Trustee Sack.
Here.
We have a quorum, a full house. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, any public comments?
No.
Does any trustee or anybody on this board have a conflict with any of the agenda items here? Hearing none, we're going to move on to a wonderful event today. We're bringing back a canine to the Village of Oak Lawn after the pandemic. We're going to present the badge to our new canine, Thor. Please, Thor, come in the room.
Right.
Chief, you want to do the honors?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
First, I'd like to thank the board, the village manager, especially Trustee Oliniechek. This was one of the bucket list items that I had when I first was appointed chief. We have a long, proud tradition of the canine unit going back to the early 90s. Thor will be our 9th service dog. We've had about a dozen handlers, so this is a good day for Oak Lawn. Thor and Officer Carroll just completed 6 weeks of training at the Landheim Training Center in Indiana. He's now certified in both patrol and narcotics detection, and he will have his first shift tomorrow at 3:45. So he'll be on the street, patrolling the streets of Oak Lawn in a decked-out canine car. So we're very pleased to have him here and wish him a long and healthy career. Just like everyone else, he gets a star. So, congratulations. We'll just take a little picture here with us and Thor.
Even mugs for the camera.
I wasn't prepared to say anything, so
Roof.
Yeah, does Thor speak? Speak, Thor. There you go.
that couldn't have worked out better. This is a dream come true. The last 8 years, I've always wanted to be the canine officer. We got blessed with a great dog. All the instructors at the training school said he's one of the best dogs that they've ever seen, and they actually wanted to replicate him. They tried to get me to mate him with a female dog because he's so good. But I'm excited to work as a team to better serve the Village of Oak Lawn. Thank you very much. 2 years old on January 11th, so mark that on your calendars. He likes cakes.
Officer Carroll, you said that Thor came to us from a farm out of...
He came from Slovakia. I actually met the owner. He came to the training center about 3.5 weeks ago, and he said that Thor came from a farm in Slovakia. He is very animal friendly and he's very people friendly. He gets along with everybody. He's very friendly, but when it's time to bite somebody, they said that. I mean, obviously he's never bitten me, but they said he's got a very, very strong bite.
Is he German Shepherd or the Belgian?
He's 75% Shepherd, 25% Malinois, and they said he's a perfect mix.
And your family's in the back here, or we're going to be living with Thor?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you
That's
introduce him,
my
your
wife
kids,
and
too.
my wife and my 2 daughters, Ava and Vivian. And Vivian Vivian likes to go on walks with us, and she's my poop picker upper.
How much she get paid for that?
A lot of help. With suckers.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't surprise me that Thor is the best of the breed that we got because he's joining the best police department on the southwest side. Welcome aboard, Thor.
All right.
All right, thanks. Already brown nosing with the chief.
Looking for,
Okay.
You.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll tell you the joke later.
I don't know.
All right, move on with approval of the regular meeting minutes of 2022-20 dated November 8th, 2022. Motion, please.
Motion.
Second. Roll call.
Trustee Pembroke.
Yes.
Trustee Mallow.
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek.
Yes.
Trustee Stalker.
Yes.
Trustee Desmond.
Yes.
Trustee Sack.
Yes.
Motion passes. New business by trustee. We'll start in District 1.
Thank you, Mayor. Going to keep it short. We'd like to wish everybody a happy and safe Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee. District 2?
Yeah, I just want to give everyone an update. Our Public Works Department has been working to get the jobs that were started finished. I know that there's a lot of construction that's going on that due to materials, lack of materials, supply chain, a little bit behind, but I know that we have a plan that we will button things up when it gets too cold and then come back into the spring. So there'll be more coming at our next village board meeting. And then I just want to commend our police department and our police chief for having the wisdom of saying that we need certain tools to be successful, and provided with the tools, as we've seen throughout the last 3 years, every tool that they have used has helped prevent crime, solve crime, and make a statement to criminals that if you want to come into the village of Oak Lawn and you want to commit crimes, we're coming after you, and we have the resources and the tools to do it. I know that Thor, being another one, sets a big statement to people that want to do illegal activity. So keep up the good work, along with our fire department and our public works, and also with our dispatch and all the employees from the village of Oak Lawn. They do a phenomenal job. Every one of our departments do it, and without each one of them, we as a village wouldn't be successful as we are. So everyone keep up the good work. And then I just want to wish everyone a happy and safe Thanksgiving. I know that all of our departments will keep our village safe during this time and all times. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee. District 3?
Well, thank you, Mayor. I just want to remind everybody, Sand on the Green is coming November 26th, this coming Saturday. We start at 11:30. It will go till 2:30 p.m. So bring the kids, bring your families. We have the school district 123 is going to be out there singing. So we'll have lots of different events out there for people to enjoy. So please join us this Saturday. And then last, of course, happy Thanksgiving to the Village of Oak Lawn, to my fellow staff members and my fellow trustees and all the staff of Oak Lawn. You're doing a phenomenal job, and just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee. If I could just comment on trustee Oliniechek's comments. You know, over the course of my entire career here with the village, this village board and its elected officials have been extremely supportive in supplying the needs of these departments. That's what makes Oak Lawn unique. And I want to thank you, Alex, for bringing that forward. It's been a great town to live in, and it's because of the elected officials, too. All right, move on to District 4.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to wish the residents of Oak Lawn a happy and healthy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, sir. District 5?
Yeah, thank you. I want to echo the rest of the board's wish for a happy Thanksgiving. We have a great police department, fire department, public works department, and office staff. It's a great village to live and work in, and I really appreciate all the things they do for us. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, trustee. District 6.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Same as all our other trustees, just happy Thanksgiving to everyone and enjoy your holiday.
Thank you, sir. Village managers report?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everybody. Just a quick thing. We had our budget meeting 2 weeks ago, our first budget meeting, and I think it went well. A couple of the key points and takeaways from that meeting coming from the board is the desire for the board to keep a line on property taxes, primarily because of the fears of inflation and a likely recession. And there was a report that came out this week from Brian Westbury, who I've been following for more than 30 years. He's one of the best or most accurate, depending on how you want to describe it, economists in the business. And unfortunately, he does believe we are going to head into a recession next year. How deep and how long is, not known, but really boils down to the Fed having to raise interest rates significantly and quickly to tamp down inflation, and when that happens historically, it leads to a recession. So this board has asked management to do what we can to minimize the impact on residents, and we are in negotiations with all the bargaining units. They're progressing well. And I don't want to say no surprise, but, the bargaining units are asking for what I would consider generous packages, and we're trying to negotiate with the concept in mind that, unlike a corporation, when you hear a lot of the worker versus the corporation discussions, especially in politics today, where they talk about the Elon Musks of the world and everybody else who make billions and billions of dollars and therefore can afford to pay workers, which, you can argue is true. In this case, the people required to pay, for our packages, including mine, are Oak Lawn residents. And the average income in Oak Lawn, household income, is about $60,000. So we're having good discussions with the bargaining units. They are understanding of that. The inflation fears and the recession fears are certainly concerning. And preliminarily, it looks like we will be able to hold line on property taxes, and Trustees Stalker and Mallow and others and SOC have asked if we could make additional contributions to our pension funds and keep the line on taxes. That's a challenging thing to do, but it does make sense. When the markets are down, you want to put money in, no different than your own investment portfolios. So we are, at this point, scheduled to put $1 million more into the pension funds than our policy requires. And we are working hard, Adam and Jerry in particular, with Kim Bohannick and others, to find ways to cut and defer other spending to perhaps put $2 million in, above and beyond what the policy is calling for. And the concept will be to put that in, not right away, but perhaps in the first quarter and then in the summer. Again, the concept of dollar cost averaging, if you're familiar with it, you want to put money into the market when it's down. And if we are heading into a recession next year, which looks very likely, that just makes good economic sense and is consistent with this board's request and Trustee Stalker's desire to do more to keep up. And one last thing on pensions. Again, it comes up frequently in discussion and debate about whose fault it is, why we're in the situation we are in. When I first was elected to the board as a trustee back in 2005, and again, my profession is financial services and investments, I did an analysis of our own pension situation, and like every pension situation, it's dire, right? Structurally, they don't work for the long term, because if they did and everybody had one, they'd be bankrupt. The airline industry, the car industry, the steel industry either went bankrupt or near bankrupt because of private sector pensions. So what we're left with is a few private sector pensions, but mostly government pensions. And some are well-funded, but some are not. And unless and until we can get some structural fixes, and that includes everybody. When these pension holidays were granted by Governor Edgar and Quinn and others, it was bipartisan supported. Both sides of the aisle allowed for the people in charge of putting money into pensions to not put the money into the pensions. Kick the can down the road, play all kinds of games, and it's just compounded the problem tremendously. So the other point about that is labor unions were in agreement. Not all, but some of the bigger ones were in agreement. So this is a problem that everybody owns. Everybody can take a little bit of the blame for. And if we looked at it, if we were to fully fund our pensions today, and this was before the market turned down this year, and we've been looking at those numbers now, we'd have to more than double people's property taxes. And if you talk about the average household income in Oak Lawn being $60,000 to $65,000, the average household taxes in Oak Lawn are probably now 10% of that, $6,000, I would argue, some higher, some a little lower. Doubling that, you're talking 20% of people's incomes going to property taxes before they pay their income taxes. That's just significant. That's unsustainable. So I just wanted to provide that insight and kind of an overall approach we're taking as a management staff, mindful of the troubles ahead. But also I want to point out that the staff in Oak Lawn does a phenomenal job, from police to fire 911, Public Works, Finance, up and down the line, people are going above and beyond. It's gotten to the point now where, and I'm not exaggerating, we get so many compliments. I would share them with the staff, including the board, anytime we got them. But it's a couple to maybe even 4 and 5 times a week from all different levels. And I just want to let people know that. I've kind of refrained from sending it out every time because it gets a little monotonous, but the people of Oak Lawn are very appreciative of the work that the people here are doing. We hear about it all the time. But at the end of the day, you know, we have to try to work within the means that the people that live in this town and the business that operate here can support what we do. And I'm hopeful that we can come to the board for the next Finance Committee meeting with a little more refined approach. And then finally, in December, our meeting, I think the 13th, or our first meeting in December is where we will approve the budget for 2023. That's all I have this morning.
Thank you, Tom. All right, move on to the consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda are routine and brought forward at direction of the Board of Trustees, village manager, or village committees, and will be enacted with one motion. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. A, Resolution 22-21-62, a resolution of the Village of Oak Lawn, Cook County, Illinois, appointing Dave McCarthy to the Appeals and Review Board of the village. B, Resolution 22-21-63, a resolution of the Village of Oak Lawn, Cook County, Illinois, appointing Bill Egan to the Fire and Police Commission. C, Resolution 22-21-64, a resolution approving the purchase of new body-worn cameras, tasers, and squad car cameras for the Village of Oak Lawn, Cook County, Illinois, from Axon Enterprises. D, Resolution 22-21-65, a resolution approving the purchase of a sewer cleaner for the Village of Oak Lawn, Cook County, Illinois, from Standard Equipment Company. E, Resolution 22-21-66, a resolution approving the purchase of an asphalt reclaimer for the Village of Oak Lawn, Cook County, Illinois, from Monroe Truck Equipment Incorporated. F, Resolution 22-21-67, a resolution approving the purchase of a Ford F-250 truck with plow for the Village of Oak Lawn, Cook County, Illinois, from Hawk Ford of Oak Lawn. G, Resolution 22-21-68, a resolution approving the purchase of a snow fighter truck and plow for the Village of Oak Lawn, Cook County, Illinois, from Rush Truck Centers. H, Resolution 22-21-69, a resolution authorizing the renewal of a non-medical insurance coverage with Illinois County's Risk Management Trust. I, Resolution 22-21-70, a resolution authorizing an agreement to reestablish a $3 million line of credit with Old National Bank. Motion, please.
Motion to approve.
A second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Pembroke.
Yes.
Trustee Mallow.
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek.
Yes.
Trustee Stalker.
Yes.
Trustee Desmond.
Yes.
Trustee Sack.
Yes.
Motion passes. I would like to make a little comment on the purchase of these body cameras and tasers, which are important part of police work today. But this is a $1.2 million contract forced on villages by the state through unfunded mandates. A continuing problem from the state of Illinois, putting these mandates on villages without offering any funding. All right, a village clerk's report.
Disbursement Resolution Number 2022-21D dated November 22nd, 2022, in the amount of $2,915,562.79.
Motion to pay the bills?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Roll call?
Trustee Pembroke.
Yes.
Trustee Mallow.
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek.
Yes.
Trustee Stalker.
Yes.
Trustee Desmond.
Yes.
Trustee Sack.
Yes.
Motion passes. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Village President's report. Everybody on this board has wished the Village of Oak Lawn a happy Thanksgiving. And certainly, despite all the problems we face as a nation and even as a village, as Tom pointed out, there's a much to be thankful for in this country. And it's been going on for over 200 years, and I hope it goes on for another 200, that we enjoy this holiday and give thanks. That's all I have. Okay, executive session 2022-16 for the purpose of, one, approving closed meeting minutes of 2022-15 dated October 11th, 2022, and a pending litigation. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Pembroke.
Excuse me, yes.
Trustee Mallow.
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek.
Yes.
Trustee Stalker.
Yes.
Trustee Desmond.
Yes.
Trustee Sack.
Yes.
Motion passes. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, Bill.